Welcome back, YouTube. This video is actually very different from what I normally do. Me and a friend, his name is Safeguard, we decided to get together and decided that we're going to start having discussions based on different topics in the Kingdom Hearts community. And I guess you can call it a podcast if that's what you want to call it. I'm going to call it that. If you want to call it that, cool. If not, give me a suggestion on what to call it. Yeah, we're going to do these videos a lot more often, but this is just going to be the first one just to test the waters. I do have other YouTubers that are going to help cover topics in future videos, but for now, this is just a little teaser of what we're going to be doing. So without further ado, here it is. I hope you guys enjoy it. We actually do have a lot to talk about. We have this weekend is the Game Awards, I believe. And
Yes,
I think,
the Game Award.
yeah, I think that Monday's the 10th, maybe?
Monday,
Sunday.
not this Monday, but next Monday, yeah.
So yeah, by then, we'll have a lot more to talk about than we already do. But we'll save that for next week.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a bunch of topics to talk about. So
December is gonna be a heavy schedule, it looks like.
I know I'm glad because I've been not scrounging for things to talk about, but I just wanted to talk about more relevant things and things that have already been talked about for the past couple of months actually. So
with the trailers and stuff too.
yeah. So what's the first topic in our talk then?
The first topic I think we should discuss. Okay, and let's just start with this because I just thought of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so water magic. Water magic is in the game. We finally fucking have it. I'm glad that. Sorry, excuse my curse, but it's. We have it in the game. It was posted on a screenshot, I believe, from the official page. Just because we have someone was able to translate it from Japanese, but I believe it was translated as Watera. And we discussed this a little bit before, but I think with just how having it in the game is going to be really nice, especially since we don't have to rely on just fire and thunder and blizzard as our main elements.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to actually have that water element in a Kingdom Hearts game. I know a lot of people would argue that the balloon spells in 3D were water magic, but that's a whole entirely different debate. But to actually have it there, that's pretty cool because we haven't gotten legit new magic in forever. So having a new element is pretty fun to look forward to. Yeah, that makes sense. Hope so.
To have it explicitly in the game is going to be really dope.
I want to know. Well, before
go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know what it's actually going to be used for, because you know how Arrow in Kingdom Hearts 1 was a shield. Maybe it's a shield in this game too. But if it isn't, what are we going to use it for? Because it seems like that water. Not the water heartless, the fire heartless in 0.2, you can freeze it, to put out the flame, I guess. So would the heartless act differently if we use water on it?
I think so. I think the water would actually cause it to be weakened more, because it looks like, and if 0.2 is any indication of this, I think the magic is going to really affect the overworld a lot more, because obviously Blizzard actually freezes its enemies. But I think with and thunder paralyzes, so I'm guessing these enemies, I think certain enemies will actually be weak to certain elements, like they should be.
Yeah.
It'll just make sense, I think. I don't know if we've had that in past games where certain Heartless would be weak to certain elements, but
they were, but they didn't have the same effect as it would in 0.2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. I know you would get tech points in the first game if you use Blizzard on one of the fire operas, I think they're called. I can't remember the names of them, but
the Red Nocturnes.
Yeah, there you go. Those guys. So yeah, you get tech points, but they wouldn't necessarily freeze or anything. And I guess that's a good thing now that we're getting those kind of those effects on Heartless, because now we're even more of a threat versus what they were a threat to us. I just hope that it's not like 100% chance kind of thing, you know. Maybe once we get to the god tier spells and anything higher than that, it'll be granted more often. But I just hope it's not every time I use it, they're frozen, because I do want a little bit of challenge.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's gonna play into probably the difficulty too, on which difficulty you start as. Because I mean, I didn't imagine on proud mode the enemies would be faster and just resist magic probably. Like that's how I would want it to go. But I mean, I don't know. It's going to depend a lot on how the elements are going to function. I know that we had the Ja tier appear in 0.2, which was great because I've never seen it. I've only played like one Final Fantasy game, and that was Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
And it was, I think it was in that game. I can't remember, but it is great to see it actually in this one, and actually the effect. It's just, we've seen the Za tier mentioned before by Nikki, but we haven't actually seen it in the game until now. So it's interesting to see all these extra tiers appear and show up. I think it's going to add a lot more. I think it's proof that the game is going to be really difficult, because the higher the magic tiers, the more Heartless we might have to face.
Yeah, hopefully, because what was it? Thunder Guy in 0.2 was just phenomenal, like crazy.
Yeah.
And the range that it had is just kind of wild. So I'm assuming, well, yeah, like you said, when you actually use Thunder Jaw, I guess you would call it, it like flashed the whole screen, so you can barely see what you were doing afterwards. So it's like,
God,
yeah,
that move is so good.
It
oh
is,
my God, that was the best magic tier in the game.
Yeah, and when you see like a bunch of Heartless around you, you're like, crap, I need to pull this out. And then once you do, it's so satisfying. So like, yeah, we actually have a use for it, and not just to be like flashy or whatever.
I just find no use. Maybe it's just me, but like I rarely use Firaga unless it's like, unless the Heartless are like joined together, kind of like with the wave.
Yeah.
Can't think of the name right now, but
yeah, the Demon Tide, I think it was.
Demon Tide, yes.
Wow, I got that on
like
the first try.
Like Firejar works well on that, I would say, but then like Blizzard probably doesn't. Like, I guess it's gonna be tricky to find which spell would work best in certain types of situations.
Yeah, because we can't all go spamming Thunder everywhere. I mean, I might still, because it's a larger AoE, and that.
Yeah.
Paralyze. I think the Paralyze also did damage over time too, which I still think was just crazy OP. But
I think it paralyzes them, like it stuns them kind of, because I've noticed when you do shock them, they don't move. So I think that's going to be so helpful in 3, especially with all the hordes.
I know. I just hope well, it's not a hope, I've seen it. They do have a lot more Heartless on the screen in battle. Even though we have more party members, yeah, we're gonna need more enemies to fight too. Like that little section outside of Andy's house, I tried to count how many there were, and it was actually like way too many. So they actually they're not all attacking the same guy you're attacking. I mean, you can probably set that in the menus or something, but everybody has somebody to fight, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like they've like I noticed from the gameplay from I think it was the Tokyo Game Show, like in the Frozen gameplay, we saw that like with Goofy, like his limit attack seems to be incorporated within just regular combat. Like I noticed it, and that you didn't have to actually activate a situation command. Like he just randomly did his limit. So it's like certain attacks seem to be incorporated within everything, and like I just hope we're able to toggle some of this stuff in the menu. That way we have some level of control, because I want to be able to suit my party however I want to.
Yeah, that I do remember people complaining, like at one point there were like 5 or 6 situation commands on the left side, and it's like I understand that there's a lot, but you also have to remember that there's situation commands in the name itself, like which command is best used in what situation. So once that grew on me, I figured, it might not be that bad having them all on the screen at once, but it does look pretty ugly.
Yeah.
Like when you're fighting a lot of people, you're just like, okay, do I want to use Blizzaja or Thundaja? Because Thundaja obviously has a bigger AoE than the Blizzaja would. So, you know, you have 30 seconds to decide which thing should I use. I feel like a better way to balance that would have been to, like, once you use one or two of them, the rest will go away instead of having them all there. Because potentially you could just, you know, like mash triangle and use all of them and then, you know, win the battle. So it was either that or I guess, yeah, go into the menus and toggle which ones you want available and which ones you don't. Like in Kingdom Hearts 2 when you had like auto valor and auto summon before you, like, when you're really close to death.
Right.
Like you can toggle those things on and off. I think that's pretty awesome to do for 3.
Yeah, we need to be able to have some level of control. Like, I want to be able to go into the menu and choose, all right, do I want Thunderjaw as a situation command? Do I want Wakera as a situation command, or whatever tier it is? Like, and be able to tell myself, like, this is what's going to come in handy. I think the only thing we might not be able to choose is the attraction flow.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, because that one sounds very situational. Like, it'll probably only show up when it wants to, like the reality shifts from Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I think, or I want to say I hope that there's like an ability or something that you can use to increase the chance of getting the attraction flow, or maybe even decrease it, because if they went out of their way to put no XP in the game, they can do something like that. You know, I don't remember anybody asking for like level 1 runs and they just throw it in one day. So I don't see why they can't do that with a bunch of other skills. And you could, like in 3D, you could turn off flow motion. So like, why not let us turn off attraction flow and stuff like that? Or not flow, but the commands.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine some people won't want to use them. I mean, we already have so many different types of styles of combat. I'm personally going to use them for sure. I just love the way they look, but between flow motion, shot locks, magic, the Keyblade transformations, and the list goes on. Like, we have so many options now. It's great, but some of us, I think we're all going to adapt to our own preferred style. I know I'm going to spam magic a lot just because I love using it, but like some people might just rely on the transformations more. So.
Yeah. I know I will. I like the flashiness. I feel like the attractions, they take you out of the moment, I guess you can say. It's like, I like the fast-paced gameplay. You know, I can keep hitting you, and then there's a transformation. Whereas, you know, I'm hitting you, and then, you know, you're summoning the ship, and it's like you're waiting for that cutscene. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can skip it, but it's like, you know, you have to wait for that animation to go away. And once you're done, you might have already killed everybody on screen, but you still have to finish the whole attack. And then once it's over, you're just like, well, I wasted like 5 or 10 seconds of, you know, just watching this thing. So I hope that you can do something with that.
Yeah, I think I saw a skip animation sequence. I can't remember now that I think about it, but I just feel like I saw it somewhere on the screen. So I think it might be an option, but either way, it'll be good to at least be able to turn it on and off. So
I do remember seeing it for summons for WreckIt Ralph.
Oh, okay.
So I know you can skip that little cutscene.
Okay, good.
But as far as the attraction thingies, I haven't seen anything from what I remember.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Let's see. I do want to talk about these upcoming trailers we're gonna get. We're gonna get one for the 10th and the 18th, right?
Yes, the 10th, and then I think the 18th was only going to be like, I think it was going to be like a shorter one, like a 30-second one maybe.
I know we're supposed to get 2 trailers, and the third, I believe, is supposed to be a the thing for movie theaters.
Oh yeah.
On that. But yeah, we're getting one on the 10th, and the final one was supposed to be on the 18th. There we go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, what do you possibly think we're gonna get on the 10th?
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I think what we're gonna get is a new world, new Disney World, and I think I'm just gonna say that it's gonna be WreckIt Ralph, just because there's so much evidence that there could be. I mean, the movie just got released for the second one. We have, you know, there's an area of the arcade in Toy Box where we weren't able to enter. We also have the summon. We have the gummy ship. Like, I think there's a good chance we might be able to see WreckIt Ralph at the new Disney World. The only other one that I can see being like another viable one would be Princess and the Frog, only because, sorry, my cat's right here.
Yeah.
Would be Princess and the Frog, just because she is such a very popular Disney princess, and that's the only world that they haven't chosen from the remake era. So
yeah,
I don't know. That's my
yeah. I think I don't know. This is one of those things where I'm really conflicted about, because the more it did say that, you know, one of the Kingdom Hearts exclusive worlds, Unchained Key exclusive worlds is gonna have a summon in Kingdom Hearts 3, and then we see WreckIt Ralph. Even though we see that, there's still so many different like nods in the game towards WreckIt Ralph, and it's like, it bothers me, because it's like, all right, what's going on here? You're giving WreckIt Ralph a lot of recognition. There's the pudding Heartless, and it's just like, well, where else would that Heartless like show up?
Yes, the pudding Heartless. That's a huge one too.
Yeah, like that aesthetic does not fit in any other world but, you know, WreckIt Ralph. And then there's that one gummy ship that we see that was like candy themed. It's candy themed. Come on now, like.
Yeah.
What other world would that be?
I really do think that it's going to be in. What I think's going to happen though is I think it's going to be located kind of similar how Tron's world was located, and 100 Acre Wood is located in a world already. Like, yeah. I think WreckIt Ralph's world is going to be in Toy Box. I think it's going to be in like the arcade area where you enter, and then you'll just probably click on them, like one of the arcades, like Sora, Donald, and Goofy will probably check it out, and then somehow they'll enter the world, and then they'll have to help Ralph and Vanellope out somehow. Because then we have to take into account, like, Vanellope von Schweetz is a Disney princess.
Yes, she
so
is.
I mean, there's so much evidence, like you said, with the Heartless, and I think it's just the representation too, because we don't have that type of environment that's already in Kingdom Hearts 3. It'd be very fantasy like.
Yeah, because out of all the Disney movies that I can think of, that one does have a more unique setting than other movies. I do remember Nomura saying he doesn't want to repeat locales for Kingdom Hearts 3. So I do think the WreckIt Ralph world would be one of those worlds that, you know, it'll definitely stand out. Oh, that world was in Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, one of those kind of things. And we already have so many. We have like a city world or town,
right?
Like Traverse Town. The city would be like San Francisco. You have islands and whatnot, and pirates. You know, you have the fantasy book and Winnie the Pooh, and then you have this, well, Candyland world in WreckIt Ralph. So it's just like not any world is just like another. So I can see where Nomura was going with that, and I think WreckIt Ralph would be a good world. I'm going to admit, I've never seen Princess and the Frog, so I can't really say anything about the setting there, but I do know about the Bayou and New Orleans, and
yeah,
I feel like from what I know about New Orleans, it might be a dark place, I guess. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen the movie, but I do know there's like a nightlife scene when it comes to New Orleans. So we might be in the bayou doing a lot of stuff. We might get our own little rowboat or something.
I mean, they could be turned into frogs too, because that's what happens in the first one.
Frog. Sora. Oh yeah, I remember us talking about that. Then we're gonna get we're gonna need a way for Sora to turn into a human being again, and that's when Kyrie comes in.
There you go.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes. And everyone's gonna flip out. Everyone's gonna share the pop. Yes. Sora, here's his Palpu. What about that kiss? I'll think about it.
Yeah, then he stays a frog forever. There
Donald has Daisy, and Goofy has Pluto. We're good. We're good.
There we go. We're all set.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it'll be a good world. I think both of them would be really good just because they've never been in the series before. And they both offer a Disney princess because we're still missing princesses apart.
Yeah.
In order for what the story needs, so I think they both can offer exactly what we need. Different settings, new princesses. I mean, even Princess and the Frog too would be great for Sora, Donald, and Goofy to transform like into animals again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually, I'm hoping both of them show up. It'd be nice to see it like Atlantis or even Treasure Planet. I haven't seen either of them actually either, but they would be great to add just for their settings.
Yeah. You know, not to cut you off, but I also considered that we might get some princesses that might just be exclusive to the cutscenes. Because I remember back in Kingdom Hearts 1, I believe Snow White was one of those. I don't know if she was in cutscene from what I remember, but she ended up being a princess. And it was just like, what? You know, one of those. I really don't think that's going to happen, but I'm not going to rule it out yet because, like you said, so far, we only have like 4 or 5 confirmed princesses right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with that, I mean, they kind of did it in one unexpectedly because, like, we didn't get to go to Princess Aurora or Cinderella or Snow White's world. Like, we did Birth by Sleep, but not in the first game. So when we get there in Hollow Bastion, we kind of were just like surprised to see them there. But I think it's a possibility. Like, they might show up. We just might not get to go to the worlds. It'll definitely depend on if Nomura wants to include them in there and just kind of like tease their appearance later on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a possibility. We still don't really know why they're chasing a new set of 7 hearts. Like, that still really bugs me. Like, what's wrong with the 7 that we had before? Like, I know they kind of want to progress.
Yeah, it might have just been an excuse to use new locations. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he'll let us know why we're looking for new hearts.
Because the Princesses of Light, they've been mentioned over and over again. Like, they have significance. They're central to what the plot's about. But with this new 7 of hearts, like, it's like, give us a reason why we should care about them, because what are they going to offer with Xehanort? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, it bugs me. We still don't know.
I mean, I keep saying it over and over again, but there's a lot we still do not know. And everyone's like, oh my god, they're showing us too much. We're going to know the whole game. No. Have you not played an RPG? There's a buttload of things we don't know. This is just like scratching the surface. This is enough for us to be, hyped over. And like you said before, that Aqua thing is probably the most spoiler thing we've gotten, because that like destroyed the internet that day when we saw that.
Oh yeah.
So like, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not gonna say pretty sure, but I hope it's explained why there's a new 7.
Yeah. I mean, I'm anticipating that Nomura will close all the like loose ends that we have and explain everything. It's just, I just hope that he gives us legit reasons, like why. I have faith in him, and like with the whole Aqua thing, he's kind of already spoiled in terms of like what's gonna happen with her. Like, he's like, oh, Aqua, like this happened to her, but it's gonna be up to the player to decide if they want to save her or not. Like, okay, well, you just basically told us that we might save her, so I don't know. Like, just give us all the information, but don't give us any context behind it.
This guy's a huge tease. I mean, he might just be setting us up for fail.
Yeah, I mean, these trailers could just be like what you mentioned, like red herrings. Like, they might just be leading us astray.
Yeah, because what if we can't save her? That's gonna be like, it's gonna be such a dick move on Nomura's part, because he's just like, hey, you guys might be able to save her, and then once we play the game and we can't, it's like, bro, you gave us hope. How could you?
Yeah, like, that would make me mad if we can't save her, because that, Aqua's my favorite. So if I can't save her, I'm about to walk into that office and be like,
look here,
we
man.
got a problem.
I gave you $60, $60 for you to kill my favorite character. How could you?
About to bring in an angry mob into his office.
Oh, you already know. There's probably people in his office already like, I don't want to work here anymore.
I mean, he messed with the wrong community. That's all I have to say. And then that whole Amazon thing, like, we need to talk about that, because that was some messed up crap that happened.
It was. I do believe they said that Square, they probably misheard Square saying that they were going to get a new trailer when they didn't, and they knew a while beforehand, like at least a day or two in advance, that they weren't going to get this new world premiere trailer, but one of the ones we've already seen before. And it's just like trash. How could you?
Yes, it was complete trash. It was a waste of my time, everyone's time.
What's sad is that I was working and I had my girlfriend. I'm like, look, you have one job, you have one mission. I need you to watch this stream and have my credit card ready in the event that they have, they announced the Pro. And when I get off work, she texts me and she's like, yeah, they canceled the stream. And I'm like, what do you mean they canceled the stream? What was the trailer about? She's like, what trailer? I'm like, what? No. What was the new world? She's like, there was no new world. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, maybe you did something wrong. Maybe you watched the wrong stream or something. And I get home and everyone's all pissed. I'm like, oh no, it's true. It's happening. Amazon how? And I'm almost sad to say I work for them. Ugh.
Yeah, it was a complete letdown. They just completely I feel like they completely took advantage of us, and like, I actually don't feel sorry for them, because the chat was crazy. Like, people were cursing up a storm. Like, let me just say, we have one of the most wildest communities out there. Like, you don't mess with us. We do not mess with the Kingdom Hearts community.
We get so much crap, and I both understand it and I don't, because it's like, we're promised something. Anybody would be mad if they're promised something and then they don't get it. I mean, that's just on anybody's part. But when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts community, we've gone so long without getting information, and it's like, when you tell us you're gonna do something you don't, it just makes it worse for us, because it's like, we patiently waited so long for a numbered game.
Yeah,
we just want information. That's all. Like, we want full transparency. Like, I like that Nomura said, yeah, I'm sorry for being so vague about the trailers in December. Here's the dates. Boom, boom, boom. Like, that's awesome. I don't even know too many companies that actually do that. But the fact that we got it for Kingdom Hearts 3 is just like, wow, this guy cares, and we're actually getting this information. So it's like, we know what to expect in December. Like, around the beginning, and then the middle, and then after that, we have the holidays, and then we have a month left until the game comes out. It's like, it's here, boys. It's December 1st.
Yep.
As of this recording, it's December 1st.
It is December 1st, y'all. 4:08 p.m.
Yes. And it's like, I randomly get extremely excited for this game, and then like the next minute I'm like, relax, anything can happen. They might want to delay it because of Resident Evil. I don't know. We don't know what's going on, but it's almost here. I'm gonna mention one disappointment though. That DLC Keyblade.
Oh.
I don't like it. It looks like that 7-11 Keyblade that they were advertising at one point, and I'm starting to believe that all these Keyblades are going to come with second form. To which I ask, why even make these different Keyblades? Like, why not just let us use Kingdom Key? You know, it just
yeah, I don't see the point.
Besides having a different skin that we might not even keep after the first world, so.
It's honestly, it's one of the worst looking ones. Like I like the color. I just don't like that it's basically Kingdom Key just with. I mean, like this is what I don't like about some of the DLC Keyblades. They don't look useful, and they're probably going to be really. I'm probably not even going to look at them once I get them. Like I'm probably just going to be like, okay, it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just you don't mess with Kingdom Key's design. Like for me. There's only 2 Kingdom Keys. There's only one in the Realm of Light and one in the Realm of Darkness. Like you don't. The DLC Keyblades are just basically making the other ones not look as important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just.
I do wish they had their own unique design. So when I get it, I can be, oh, cool. Okay, now I'm just gonna start using the better ones. You know, I under no reason am going to use these Keyblades at all.
Right.
Unless they have better stats, but. Again, I'm just not gonna use them. Sorry, swear.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't look useful. I don't like the way they look. Starlight's probably one of the, like, it's too simple. I don't like the way it looks at all.
Like, I might just use it out of respect for Unchained Key, but other than that, it's just ew.
Yeah, no, doesn't look that good. But yeah. Yeah, what are we gonna do? I don't know.
Yeah, so let's, for the last topic though, let's talk about Kyrie's role in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really, really hope that I don't want to say it to sound like a dickhead, but I just really hope she's useful, because she went so many games without a Keyblade and now she has one. Do something with it. I'm not saying, you know, be on Riku or Aqua's level of mastery, but, you know, at least put up a fight every now and then. Maybe, I don't know, defeat like Larxene or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna be upset if she's really powerful, but at the same time really weak, because like I said, she just got a Keyblade and we don't know how long she's been training. That's just a plot device to get her up to speed with everybody, but it has to be believable too. Like I don't know. I just hope she is important. Oh yeah. Well, speaking of important, I mean, she is a Princess of Light, so you know, I do hope that we can do something with that. I was gonna make a separate video, but I'm not sure.
We know that she's a guardian. She's definitely a guardian. Like it's been confirmed just from the Dream Drop Distance secret movie. Like she basically is gonna help out in the final battle. Like she and Lee, I think, are going to be the new Guardians of Light. But so it's like essentially she's gonna fight for sure. It's just she has to be well trained. She has to have like. I'm hoping that when we get to the end, we won't have to worry about how well she's going to be doing. Like, I'm hoping we're able to play as her, because Nomura said that we'll be able to control at least one more character. So I'm hoping that it's her.
See, and I've learned over the years to really pay attention to their wording. So when they say at least one other character, I assume that it means we're gonna get more than just one more, you know, because if they really meant one, they'd just say, yeah, there's gonna be one other character, you know.
Right.
So if anything, I would assume that we're gonna play as the Destiny Island trio. That just seems likely to me, because the way that our last big trailer that we got, how they showed Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, Mickey, and then Kairi and Lee. To me, that seems like a tease. Maybe during that battle, we might play as all three of them. You know, like right when the battle starts, using Sora, Donald, and Goofy. You know, you kill a couple of Heartless, Nobodies, Unversed, and then, you know, it pans over to Riku and Mickey, and you're controlling Riku. doing some fighting, and then the same thing happens. And he pans over to Kyrie and Lee, and you're playing as Kyrie, or maybe even before then. We know Riku is in the realm of darkness looking for Aqua with Mickey. Perhaps after we take a break from using Sora, we'll control Riku, and we're using Riku for like an hour or two, and then it goes back to Sora, and then we do more worlds, and then it goes to Kyrie, and then it goes back to Sora, stuff like that.
Right.
Because the game was supposed to have Aqua in 0.2. That was supposed to be like a whole prologue. So they already had 2 characters planned to be used, so we might just get more. Who knows?
I mean, we might be able to play as Riku too. I mean, like you mentioned before, I'm sure we'll play as him at some point. My guess would be, in the realm of darkness against Aqua.
Yeah.
Because he has to lose his Keyblade somehow, and that's the only fight that I can think of. But then we have to think about, with Riku too, are we going to be able to play as him later on in the game? Because they come back to Jensen's tower. What are they going to do the rest of the game? Because it sounds it seems like they get back pretty early. Because I think Sora's still in his Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit when it happens.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that we'll play, each of them for a certain amount of time, like you said. And Kyrie will probably be more towards the end when she's fully trained. But yeah, I don't know. We definitely need to look into that once we get more information.
Yeah, before we get back into Kyrie, now that I think about it, it might have been in the Together trailer. We do see Riku and Mickey get surrounded by Heartless, and they summon their Keyblades, and Riku does have a completed Way to Dawn Keyblade, so we do know at that moment he still has the Keyblade before it breaks. So maybe that's the event right before it breaks. I doubt it's going to break on a regular Heartless, but
yeah,
might have shown up and put in some work.
That's gonna. I didn't actually catch that. I know if that's true, then that would make sense because Mickey still has his. He has the new Keyblade, the one that looks like it combined with Starseeker.
Yeah.
Because he still has that one too. So maybe that battle takes place a lot sooner than we think.
I really do think that all happens in near the beginning of the game.
That'd be really crazy.
Yeah, we'll probably do our tutorial, and then Sora might do the Olympus part, come back to Jensen's tower, then Riku returns, and he's like, yo, I got bodied. And then, he might get a new Keyblade then Sora might get his new outfit, and then, they're tasked with doing whatever they have to do. I think, actually, Riku might go after Terra, because I do believe it was his job to look for past wielders, and Sora has to look for the key to return hearts or whatever. I think that's what the official synopsis was. But
Sora has to regain his Mark of Mastery. He has to get his Mark of Mastery completed first, and then he has to look for the key to return hearts.
Yeah, so we still don't know when exactly he gets his new clothing.
I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna get it. I was hoping he would get his new clothing in Olympus because I just think it would be so cool to have Zeus give it to him. But I think it's gonna be Master Yensid when he gets new. I think it's gonna be him. He returns to the tower in his clothes, so I think that's probably what's going to happen. Is Master Yensid's just going to give it to him?
He's going to go there. We're going to finish that world. Zeus is going to give us a Keyblade, and then when we return, Yensid's going to be like, "Bro, you're nice now. Take some new threats."
Yeah, he's attained that master status, and then he'll probably be able to use Keyblade transformations. Which I don't know if we'll be able to do that. I think once he becomes a master, the clothes, because the clothes have to give him some sort of special technique.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it'll be the transformations, if anything.
I hope it gives him flow motion, because they did say flow motion was supposed to be a realm of sleep kind of thing. But I don't know. He'll probably have it during Olympus. So what am I talking about?
Yeah, I don't know with full motion. That's gonna be. They basically nerfed it to hell. So Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see much usage of it in the game, but it's still good that it's in there somehow, in some form. But yeah, the beginning of the game, I think we can pretty much guess how that's going to go. If that battle takes place with 1,000 Heartless unversed nobodies, like, that's going to be crazy.
Oh, you already know it. That is... I really hope we get a battle like that before then, because we're on the PS4, man. I need some really cinematic fights.
Yeah.
I mean, the Demon Tide is awesome, don't get me wrong, but that can't be the big, tease, somewhere in that game. We need...
God, yeah, we need something really exciting.
Yeah, like the Rock Titan, awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's an awesome fight. That saucer thing in Toy Box, awesome. Mind you, that's not the final battle there. So
we have all 4 Titans this time too.
Yes. So like I really expect to see some like incredibly flashy. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 had some really great boss battles, and the reaction commands are great. So I really do expect to see some good stuff.
Yeah, I fully anticipate it. I think some of the best. I honestly think the best fights are going to be in the Pirates in the Caribbean. The Pirates, like that one.
Yeah,
with the Kraken. Oh my god.
Yeah, that shot was freaking crazy.
That was phenomenal. Like seeing that, I think that's going to be one to look forward to. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, when I say breathtaking, bro, I saw that and I was just like, whoa.
It still blows me away, like, that we're going to be able to fight, like, at the end of the world. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, not many people, or not many games do, like, colossal fights like that. I mean, Shadow of Colossus was probably one of the first games to ever do big boss battles, but, like, the depth of that scene alone, like, the ship being all the way out there, and you can see the Kraken just, like, flailing everywhere, and you're like, oh my god, how can I beat that? I didn't think I was going to ever feel like that in Kingdom Hearts, because all throughout Kingdom Hearts, I felt pretty fucking powerful. Like, I felt no one can beat me. But seeing that, I'm just like, whoa, how can I battle that on a ship? Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like, this is gonna be great. Like, I anticipate that one's gonna be amazing. I anticipate, like, like, Tangled doesn't have that many cinematic ones, unfortunately. Frozen's gonna be a good one, I think. I think we'll be able to, like, with Sora and Marshmallow, like, I think that'll be really cool to have, like, Lark scenes in that world. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna fight the organization members in each of the worlds. That's something that we should.
Oh, wow, I hope I never even thought of that. Because there's no way we're not gonna fight them and not wait until like the end of the game to actually fight them. That's just gonna be a huge tease. I hope we get to fight him at least once.
I mean, to fight Marluxia again, like that, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, because let's think about it. Do you think Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora can beat Chain of Memories Marluxia? I feel like he would demolish him. So I hope these guys come back with like an upgraded move set, and just like Larxene was crazy in Final Mix. So
yeah,
oh my god. Yeah, she's going to be even crazier in Kingdom Hearts 3. She has to be. Zipping around even faster than she was before, hitting us from all kinds of angles. We might have to, like, spam Blizzago on the ground just so she, like, slips up or something. Like,
yeah, because she's weak to it.
Yeah, so, like, man, it's too much. The game's 2 months away, and this doesn't help talking about it.
And we still have to think about Ansem and Xemnas and Twilight Town. Like, are we gonna fight them?
Great.
Like,
we're not fighting them. Hayner is, okay? Let's get that straight.
Oh yeah.
Hayner's like kicking everybody's ass. Somebody brought up. Speaking of Hayner, somebody brought up the idea. They're like, what if the Twilight Town trio get Keyblades for the next saga?
That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind it at all, simply because they're one of the very few side characters that are trying to help, like really trying to help. Mm-hmm. And the fact that Hayner really just tried to like drop kick Ansem is just like, bro, give him a Keyblade. I think he deserves it. Come on, give him one.
I like that they're being more involved in the story, because they're obviously showing interest in Roxas, which is great. Because I mean, we need that support and from other characters, because it feels like we're always the ones that have to take care of everything and nobody's getting involved. Yeah. So to have them get involved is really nice. Like, we see them in the data room, we see them in the computer room, and like, it's just going to be really interesting to see how all this works out. Like, I think they might be able to really help us out this time. I have faith in that.
I sure hope so, because I do remember an old interview saying that NPCs can join in on fights. I do remember that. Like, they did say random NPCs can join the fight. Like, I would assume this would apply in Kingdom of Corona and Twilight Town. Like, if you're in the middle of Twilight Town and some Heartless attack, maybe if, Hayner and them are around, they might try and attack and help fight. Right. I'll see if they'll do any damage, because I do remember in Kingdom Hearts 1, you can barely hurt the Heartless with that wooden sword, so...
Yeah.
We'll see if they want to be consistent with that, but...
God, yeah. We have so much to look forward to. Like, the trailers have just been showing off so much of the cinematic fights. Like, you just can't get over it.
You're getting teases upon teases, and we still don't know anything.
Like Xehanort obviously has this 13. Like, we know that there's a new area in the Keyblade graveyard with these ruins. We know Roxas is playing a role in all of this too. Like, oh my god, there's so much happening. And then we have Vexen and Demix, they've returned, and then
Ansem the Wise is also up to something.
Yeah,
he. Kingdom Hearts Infinity War, man.
Oh my god. And then we have Lingering Well. He's come back. Like, that's the part I feel like most of us... that's the part I'm actually really looking forward to, because we haven't seen much of Terra. Like, oh my god, like, I want to see this fight. I want to see the fight between Lingering Well. I want a rematch between
these two. I really just hope he wrecks Terranort. Like... No remorse.
Oh, me too.
Did you see how quickly he was when it came to attacking Sora? He's just like, oh my god, Xehanort, is that you? Die. Like, I just hope that's what it is. And hopefully, we can actually use Lingering Will in that fight. That'd be pretty dope.
God, I can't wait. I really hope so. Like, imagine, because, like, we haven't fought them since Birth by Sleep, but, like, I'm just envisioning, like, the fight. Like, they've obviously fought each other so much over the series. Like, we saw it in 0.2, but like with Terra, oh my god, if we can just see him take back his body, that would be so dope.
So many different things to look forward to.
Oh my gosh.
But we have to save some of these topics for another time. Can't use them all up in one video.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
so,
good point.
I think with that, we should end it right here. Probably just gonna get together with you again and discuss, what topics we can do later on. I think next time we could probably do this weekend, if I am available, and if you're available, we can. Oh, we're probably gonna do that thing with Nova and Dan, but if not, we can still talk about the Game Awards or the trailer that's coming up again, and just have those two throw out more ideas. And we can do a Smash podcast. That's definitely going to be out this weekend. I just ordered a capture card yesterday, so that should be here by Tuesday, and I'm gonna play around with that to see if I can have matches streamed up this weekend. So when we're playing, we can have people watch how nice we are. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes, we can do the online co-op.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're going to end it here, and for you guys, just stay tuned. It's me, Chasm, or Chasm, however way you want to spell it, and Safeguard. Are you still going to go with Safeguard?
I am still going to stick with Safeguard.
That's what I thought. Yes. All right. And with that being said, guys, we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.